Good morning, and welcome to another episode of New Hope News. This is where we highlight opportunities to grow in faith as we worship, learn, and serve together. We've been challenged this morning to listen for where God is calling us to take the next steps of faith on the road ahead, and to respond with a courageous yes to wherever it may be. We asked a few people to share about a time they've done just that in their lives. Take a listen.
Lately, I've been reflecting on how it feels when God nudges us out of our comfort zones. It can be quite daunting, but every tough trial I've faced has been a catalyst for personal growth. That is how I find myself saying yes to things that I feel completely unqualified for. First, God nudged me to join our church council, even though I had only been at New Hope for a year. Later, I felt that same nudge to step up as a youth leader and help lead mission trips where I've learned so much from the kids and other adults that came along for the ride. Then, looking at the challenges in our world, I felt a strong nudge to start a social justice group here, to create a safe space where diverse voices can pull up a chair, lean in, and truly hear one another. This group isn't just about conversation. It's a way for us to grow together and deepen our faith. God doesn't call us to be comfortable. He calls us to grow. When He nudges you into a tough or scary space, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to trust that He is already there, ready to take your greatest trials and transform them into unexpected blessings.
Hi, this is Shumpagwet. Years ago, I was asked to write a devotional during Advent, and the verse that was given to me was in James. I was pretty happy about this because I like the book of James. It's simple, it's straightforward. The passages were about patience. I was quite happy. I wrote about how happy I was with the progress I'd made in my life in and around patience, because I used to not have any patience. And I was talking about how far I'd come and how good I was. Well, a couple of days later, Michelle asked, "Hey, can you teach Sunday school to the 4th and 5th graders?" And I was like, "I can't do that. I don't have the patience." So I accepted the challenge, went forward and taught Sunday school for several years. And then after that, just stumbled into more and more opportunities of things I didn't really want to do. But it was pretty clear that I needed to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and do something different for God.
I retired from teaching in 2008 when my cardiologist discovered that I had cardiomyopathy. A year later, tests showed that my heart had done its own bypass, and the doctor said I was free to do whatever I wanted. Dangerous orders. I always wanted to be an international missionary. So I took training from UMCOR and intended to go to South Korea. Instead, God led me to Africa, Tanzania. I spent almost 4 months at Angel House Orphanage, and I just knew I was right where God wanted me to be. I wasn't sure some days exactly what He wanted me to do, but I kept getting the clear statement that I was where I should be. Well, I got malaria. God said stay. My mom went on hospice. God said stay. I got worms. God said stay. I got amoeba dysentery, and God said stay where they know how to treat it. I was able to stay the whole time. I made wonderful friendships and had great memories, and I still am in contact with the Angel House people today. Let me just tell you what I've found. If you think God's calling you to do something, take the first step. If that works, take the next step. If it doesn't work, listen for what He tells you to do. But if all the steps work and you find yourself someplace you never thought you would be reassured that God put you there.
As you can see, following where God leads looks different for each person, but it always comes with blessings. If you've been feeling like God is nudging you to step out of your comfort zone and do something new, I know Pastor Michelle would love to hear from you. Well, That's all the time that we have for today's New Hope News. But remember, you can find details about everything we shared this morning, as well as details about this week's summer pop-ups in the weekly What's Up email, on Facebook, or by contacting Pastor Michelle or the church office. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, we have been blessed so that we can be a blessing to others.